Hi guys, welcome back to the Tech Chap. Now let me tell you why I think this, the ASUS PG279Q, which came out back in October 2015, I think is quite simply the perfect monitor. This 27-inch IPS 1440p 165 refresh 4ms response time G-Sync monitor is quite simply the ultimate monitor. What more do you need? Sure, ultra-wides are pretty cool, but there are still some issues around the 21:9 aspect ratio, and some of you will be sort of hardcore PC enthusiasts with your 980 Ti SLI setups and want 4K, but for most people the 2560x1440 resolution is sort of the resolution sweet spot. It's sharper than Full HD, but not quite the frame rate destroying resolution that 4K is. This monitor does not compromise on anything. The 8-bit IPS panel provides accurate colors and great viewing angles out of the box. I didn't need to do any calibration since I found the default user mode color preset to be really accurate anyway, and you can, if you want, fiddle with the RGB sliders if you want to change the colors a bit, but I liked it basically just how it came out of the box. As well as that, the 165Hz refresh and low 4ms response time is perfect for gamers. But wait a minute, what about TN monitors like the PG279Q, which I've got back here, with its 1ms response time? Isn't that better for gamers? Well, of course that is a fantastic monitor as well, and it's true hardcore gamers will want lower response times, but as I discussed in my IPS versus TN monitor video, it's actually the combination of response time and input lag that you want to look out for, and this, the PG279Q, actually beat the TN model with its combined lower lag. So I reckon it's pretty much perfect for work and for play. Gotta hear that phrase, it sounds like I should work for the ASUS marketing department or something, but actually no, if I did work for the ASUS marketing department, I would have words with whoever came up with this graphic to show off the benefits of Quad HD. I'm not quite sure that's exactly how accurate it is. But going back to being ideal for work and for play, I work full time on the Tech Chap along with doing some freelance writing, and I use this monitor every day to write articles and edit videos. Obviously I could write on any old machine, it doesn't matter, it's just black and white, you know, it's Word. But when I do video editing, I really do appreciate the IPS panel, because that means I know sort of what colors are going to come out, the brightness, sort of what I see will be what everyone else sees. If I have to worry about viewing angles, if I have to worry about color accuracy issues, then I'm going to be sort of compensating for things, changing things in post, which I shouldn't be. So I really do need a color accurate IPS monitor for that. But then in the evening or the weekend I might play some games, and that's where the high refresh rate really comes in handy. A 165Hz refresh is just ridiculously good. Well, technically it's 144 overclockable to 165 through the monitor's on-screen display, but either way it makes everything look and feel silky smooth, and is a full 21Hz higher than the ASUS PG279Q, not that you can really tell the difference. The monitor also supports G-Sync, so screen tearing is a thing of the past, or if you prefer, you can enable the ultra-low motion blur, or ULMB, if I can get that right, to reduce motion blur in games, either of which, combined with a high refresh rate, makes it a seriously good gaming monitor. But if you're anything like me and often work late into the night, or maybe gaming actually, you might appreciate the built-in ultra-low blue light filters as well that you can adjust via the OSD, so you can reduce your exposure to blue light, which may be keeping you awake at night. Port selection is solid too, with one DisplayPort 1.2 and a HDMI 1.4, along with two USB 3 ports and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Cables can be fed through the triangular hole in the stand to help you keep everything looking nice and tidy, and the handy joystick along with 4 dedicated menu buttons makes navigating the on-screen display really straightforward. ASUS has done a fantastic job building a sturdy monitor with almost no screen wobble, despite the fact you can adjust the height, you can swivel, pivot, tilt the monitor, so you can position it exactly the way you want. It also makes it easier to use in multi-monitor setups, and the fact that it supports VESA mounts makes it even more versatile. I think the monitor looks really cool as well. The matte grey colour is understated and professional, while the sharp air vents and glowing red base gives it a bit of a gamery edge. So as you probably noticed, I really like the 279Q, but it can't be perfect. There has to be a catch, right? Well, first of all, the built-in 2-watt stereo speakers are pretty rubbish, and I suppose it's better than not having anything, but I wouldn't recommend using them for anything except maybe as a backup if your headphones stop working. It also doesn't have any support for NVIDIA 3D Vision, unlike its TN brother, the 28Q. So if you're a big 3D fan, that might be an issue. But I'm not really sure that crappy speakers and no 3D support is going to be a deal breaker for most of us. But the real catch, and you knew this was coming, is the price. How much would you pay for all of this? Right now you can find the PG279Q for around £690 or $800, and that's a lot of money. But if you consider all the high-end features you get with it, and the competition like the Acer Predator XB270 279HU, which is very similar specs and costs about the same. Maybe the price isn't quite so ridiculous. But there is no doubt this is a flagship monitor, and as with any premium product, you are paying for the best. Is it really 5 times better than the 27-inch Full HD ASUS VS278H? And if you put it like that, probably not. But if you do spend a lot of time on your computer, whether it's working or for gaming, and you do want the best, this is the best, you know you're going to have to pay a premium for it. And who says what's worth it and what's not anyway? So I hope you found this review of the ASUS PG279Q useful. You can find links to it in the description below. Let me know what you think about it as well in the comments. Is this your perfect monitor, or would you prefer a 4K or maybe an ultra wide? Thank you very much for watching, guys. Please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you again right here on the Tech Chat.